starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Man, I haven't had a shave. I need a shave. Tomorrow I'll have a shave. But welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. It's funny, I didn't even notice when I look in there, but yeah, it's got the afterglow now. Welcome everybody. Welcome. It's going to be a bit of a funny show from the sounds of it. We started kicking it off. Now, yesterday I thought it looked quite dapper. I looked quite dapper yesterday. But anyway, we got the Pulsechain news today. We're going to be covering all the markets. Obviously, where everything is going. We got a down day in Pulsechain today. Got a little bit of drama about exploits and takeovers, so we're going to talk about that. But we do have a lot of good news. We've got PumpTires upgrade coming from Richard Hart. Looks like some really good features there. LibertySwap just continue to drop the alpha bombs with absolutely frontier new features where it's really is the crack in a Pulsechain right now is LibertySwap. And, of course, CoinMafia making a big announcement too about getting themselves listed. We're going to cover that. And, of course, we've got a new oracle popping up, apparently, for the Richard Hart cause. So, as you guys know, we've got the Fetch oracle. But getting public oracles is another story. We're waiting for Signum oracle, of course, from good old Stu and Tetra. So that's coming up as well. So, but it looks like someone's made a very simple form of oracle for the Richard cause. We're going to look at that later on. Now, I haven't checked anything with it. I'm not a dev, and I haven't done any trying to background checks on it. It's quite a bit of a write-up. So, hey, look, if you're a dev out there, go check it out. But maybe who we got there? We've got... who is it? We got Fast Abdul. Maybe Fast Abdul can check it all out. But yeah, or Jacob. Maybe Jacob's out there too. He's looking for an oracle, of course, for PUSD ALGO. A bit of a battle there. Looks like we've got three teams kind of battling it out for the decentralized stablecoin, and in particular an algorithmic one, I guess, and that is we've got the PDI community trying to find some solution for that. Different theories pop up all the time. Nothing really convincing quite yet, but they're out there. We've got, obviously, LibertySwap said that they've come up with some flux capacitor design. So, that's could be very likely given how successful they have been rolling out products. And then we've got, of course, PUSD ALGO from Jacob there, it's at least a strong hybrid with a fully decentralized algorithmic stablecoin there. So there's some opportunities there in the space. That is a big area of success that people are chasing down. It's the holy grail there. We've got real billionaire in the house there. Let's go. Yeah, I'm starting a little bit early today. Yeah, just as this. Got up earlier, starting earlier and doing other things. So let's get into it without further ado. Let's jump over into the stock market news, because stock market had a good day, and so did crypto's not doing too bad. Well, it's down a little bit, but Pulsechain's definitely down quite a bit today. So we're going to check all that out. Also, so hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go to. I just got to remember what I've got popped up here. Actually, we'll come back to that in a minute. Anyway, let's go to the stock market, guys, and check that out. See how we went overnight for Thursday results. Let's see here. We've got the S&P 500 has jumped on easing Greenland tensions. Obviously, there's a path forward there that Trump's pretty happy with. We've got positive economic data coming out, and this economic data, guys, is it's really huge, guys. It's really huge. Golden age of America. It's going to be absolutely amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. It's still taking a time, I think, for a lot of the market to digest, but it's pretty impressive. Dow Jones is up 0.6%, 360 points to 49,384. S&P 500 up over 0.5%, 37 points to 6,913. NASDAQ is up 0.9%, 211 points to 23,436. So we're up and away here. It is pretty crazy. So if we look at the last week on these charts for the Dow Jones, we've been up. We went down, obviously, on the Japanese rate rise, and now we're up. We're up here on the Trump deal Greenland, WF speech, and all that sort of stuff. Economic data, it's all pretty bullish, and you can see that on the S&P 500 as well on our little mini chart here that it's up there. So kind of cool. We're back to the beginning of the week almost, or at least a week ago. US dollar is at 98 right now, so depreciated a little bit. Obviously, no one's expecting interest rate cuts coming up, so that's creating differentials. In fact, funny enough, the New Zealand dollar has been rising on a rally against that news. So we'll see how that goes. Commodities, West Texas, $59.66, down 1.6%. Brent oil, $64.40. That is just up slightly. And gold there, just absolutely on a tear, isn't it? Gold there at $4,938, and actually, doing extremely well, right? I'm sure some exchanges that's probably reached 5K, but it's at $49.38 here on investing.com, up $100 today, 2%. Silver at the moment up almost 4%, up $3.57 to $96.20. So gold and silver really having an absolute doozy, and we're expecting that to continue. And of course, some rotation start to happen into altcoin season, right? That's kind of what we're looking for there. So that is the markets right now. Now, we've got some news about things. So the Fed meeting, Fed Reserve is set to meet next week, with marks broadly expecting the central bank to leave interest rates unchanged despite strong pressure from the White House to cuts. Now, obviously, under Chairman Jerome Powell, they've still got 3 meetings before he is going to be leaving office. And of course, Trump there very shortly will be announcing his chosen one, and he has chosen somebody. Ahead of this meeting, investors have digested more economic data, which has largely shown the U.S. economy is in reasonable health. I would say if you're looking at broad measures, that would be probably reasonable. But actually, in economic terms, it is looking hot. The weekly initial jobless claims release showed that the number of Americans filing new applications for unemployment benefits increased less than expected last week. Initial claims for state unemployment benefits rose 1,000 to a seasonally adjusted 200,000 for the week ending January the 17th. Economists had forecast 210,000, so it was below that. That's always a good sign. Additionally, third quarter gross domestic product rose 4.4%, guys. 4.4%. I mean, we're getting into really unbelievable numbers. You're talking about economists. We're expecting something like 1.5%. These are typically the liberal economists. They're crap at their job. And Trump's got these supply side economists that really balance out things really well. That's why it's just we've been waiting for this for decades, guys. I tell you, decades. I watch this craziness. Have people argue against me, go, oh, this, that, and that, and always the West goes into decline every time they hold those positions. And I keep saying, nah, this is the way forward. And it's great to see Trump's economists on the same page as what I've been on for 3 decades now. Fantastic. It really is a sigh of relief. I wish we had it in New Zealand. We don't. We don't. Third quarter gross domestic product rose 4.4% on an annualized basis, above the 4.3 forecasted, and a leap from 3.8% growth seen in the previous quarter. However, the most widely watched figure could well be the core PCE inflation. You guys know that is the main indicator for the Federal Reserve, and that's going to be for November. Federal Reserve favorite gauge of prices as investors search for clues over the likely path of U.S. interest rates this year. Now, I suspect that we're going to have to wait out a little bit before we get interest rate rises, because we need to change the leadership, right? So that's probably something that's got to happen there. We got Wookie in the house there. Wookie, you look like you have started drinking super. No, I don't know. I just haven't shaved. I'm going to shave after the live stream because it looks pretty bad. I got Sean and Asa. Good morning, all. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Sean. I did get up super early this morning, and I've been doing lifting and all sorts of other stuff, guys. So it's been a bit rough in the morning, but here I am. I told you, man. Bear market, bull market. I'll be here. I try to avoid taking days off. I try to avoid it. So yeah, that's the way it goes. We got Sean in the house there. Up only. That's indeed up only, Sean. Let me know. We got Trump also announced his Greenland framework deal. So that was kind of cool. He obviously used tariffs to do a bit of bully tacking as well. Now, the funny thing is that people forget about his strategy that he uses, right? So just remember, he always likes to unsettle the opposition, and he does it every time and time again. And he loves using tariffs to do it. I mean, that's just the way it goes. And he just unsettles the inside. The other side, of course, is typically half of the other side is at war against him, right? The globalists and the Marxists. the other half just don't know what the heck they're doing. And so he's very good at this, and looks like he's had a deal in the background there. So there we go. There we go. It's pretty cool. Trump always chickens out, says somebody, but it's not that he's chickening out. He is doing. He is unsettling the market. They just don't read his strategies, right? So that is pretty much it. That's part of his book, right? You go see the book. That's what he has. So that's kind of the play right now. Looking at the Magnificent Seven, we've got Meta Platforms led the broader tech higher as well, and we're expecting huge things ahead, right? Huge things ahead for the Magnificent Seven. So pretty good times all around. All right, let's go to the Fed rate monitor right now and quickly check on that before we move on to the crypto majors. 5 days and 20 hours to go. January 28th, 2 p.m. Eastern. 5.7% of the market expecting a rate decrease, but the rest of the market, no change. No change. March, no change. April, no change. And of course, that's when you get to June. We have the majority of the market expecting a change. And of course, there'll be a new chair by then, which will be, a good guy. You got to remember, Jerome Powell has been useless in the job. He's been pretty bad. Moved too late and then too fast on interest rates, and now it's moving too slow. There is a big gap between inflation and the interest rates of around about 1%, or 1 point, and that should typically be about a 1-to-1 ratio. I just think they're all too late for that. So we're going to see a change of the guard, and interest rates should start to go lower by the middle of the year. That will be one of the bullish catalysts, catalysts, I should say, leading us into the second half of the year. Rick on Crypto and House there. Hello, everybody. Good to see you, Rick on Crypto. Sean O'Malley says golden age is loading. It is indeed. It is indeed. Those GDP rates, guys, are just insane. They're insane, and they're about to get bigger. 5% is what we're looking forward to moving into this year. And if we get a change of the guard with interest rates, we're probably looking at 6% GDP plus. These are insane numbers, guys. Insane numbers. I cannot say that enough. Should I say it one more time? No, that's right. That's enough. All right, so that is pretty much it on the economic news. And today I'm wearing my disheveled look. disheveled look here. But hey, it's just what we do. It's what the lads do, right? The guys, we don't really care what we look like, right? We don't really care. It's the ladies that have to care. I don't know. You decide. Unless you're a lefty, and then you can just have green hair and all the rest of the stuff. All right, let's move on. Crypto. Let's see how we're going. Crypto at the moment is at 3.118 trillion, down 0.8%. We got Bitcoin right now at 89,793, so below 90K again, down 0.2%. Ethereum at the moment down 2.5%, and below 3K at 2,955. We got BNB right now up 0.2% at $887. We got XRP at number 5 down 2.4% at $1.93. Solana at number 7 is down 1.6% at $128.73. Tron is at number 8, down up 1.8%, so it's nice there at 30.3 cents. And number 10 to wrap it up is Doge, down 1.5% at 12.5 cents. So that is the top 10 right now. Best performer is a Tron, and over the last week, best performer is also Tron. Yeah, it looks also Tron. But some of these tokens are down 10%. Ethereum down 10% for the week, and Doge down to almost 11%. So a bit of a heavy hit this week on the old markets. Looking at the top 100, should we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Well, we got River coming out of nowhere up 170%, and it looks like it's entered the top 100 because it's sitting at number 89. That's a huge move there. Canton at number 30 is the second best performer, up 13%. Sky at number 71 is up 13%. Number 3, Provenance Hash is 83 a spot, and that is up 12.4%. Finally, our top 5, Quant sitting at number 88 is up 8.3%. So those are the big movers there, and looks like River has come into the top 100 and in style. What does River do? I don't know, but let's find out. See, River is building a chain abstraction stablecoin system that enables cross-chain collateral, yield, and liquidity all without bridging. Oh, that's pretty nice, isn't it? That's like a pretty good system there. I'm not sure if LibertySwap's watching, but maybe it's something that they could look at if they haven't already. Powered by the Omni CDP stablecoin, SAT USD, users can earn leverage and scale across different ecosystems natively. So that is looks kind of frontier technology, doesn't it? on the face of it. Let's have a look at the website. So that is that didn't like that. It's giving me a whole ton of warnings. All right, so we're going to leave that. Don't know what's going on there, but that is up. Let's have a look at how long has it been around. It's been around since sometime, is it? September last year. Market cap almost 1.3 billion, and it is rocketing right now, absolutely rocketing. So I'm not sure the drivers behind that, but that is a pretty big deal. In fact, we've got some news here. River token jumps 40% on DeFi news. The River DeFi token said 40% following Justin Sun's backing of a DeFi project. Well, you got to be careful about that, don't you, with the old Justin Sun? This occurred after River announced an expansion of its stablecoin infrastructure. Justin Sun invests $8 million in DeFi River. Justin Sun has invested $8 million into the centralized finance, this significant investment. So, yeah, we'll see where that leads. But certainly, market cap there jumping a lot there to 1.25 billion. Pretty crazy. It's got a price there. That is the price there, currently $64.55. So, big news there for that. All right. So that is the latest stuff there. Top gainers over top 1,000. We've got Seeker, USCR, Radix, and trending overall. Seeker, River, and Sentient are the trending ones there. So there we go. That is the market. We're not going. We were going to cover a few other stories, but we're going to leave it there today. There's lots of bullish things happening for Ethereum out of the WFE meeting. Of course, we hate those globalists; they're all evil people. But we had some good stuff around Ethereum. They're all supporting the blockchain, moving to blockchain tokenization, payment rails, and lots of stuff. So a lot of there was them moving. Remember, these guys are all part of those the Democrats and everyone else that were trying to destroy crypto, and now they're all saying, "Oh, it's inevitable now. We're going to get on board now." That's hilarious. So, welcome to the family. As I say, welcome to the family. Let's go to Pulsechain and see how we're getting on. We're ticking closer and closer to day 1,000. There's a little bit of funny things going on with GoPulse with the market cap for some reason. Let me make sure I got the 24-hour. So let's have a look. So yeah, a bit of a down day. Like we had a little bit of down day for the majors, but Pulsechain's down a bit, and we've had some, apparently some people taking over contracts and selling stuff and rinsing some of the community again. We've had a few of these events, of course, but let's get into the results here. So Pulsechain day 986. We are heading towards 1,000 days. We've got about 14 days to go. Pulse at the moment is quadruple 0143, down 6.2%. We got Pulsex at the moment quadruple 0108, down 7.8%. And the buy and burn sitting at 8.4, which keeps moving around for some reason. INC at the moment is 56 cents, down 6.4%. And we got PHEX at 2300th of a penny, down 9%. OMG. And then we got EHEX down even more dramatically at 0.0076, guys. Man, the amount of volume you can pick up right now is insane on the old Hex. And we're sitting at just below 3100th of a penny for the combined price of EHEX and PX there. DCAing for the win. Those that pick the bottom get the glory, don't they? Eventually. We've got the beats at the moment, 348,000 beats, 0.2 of a penny for a Pulsex right now. Validators, so we'll get at 52,153, pretty much the same we've had the last couple of days. And the bridge there, let's have a look at that, is 75.6. So I think we're down about 1 million, if I remember, from yesterday on that. So looks like we're down about 1 million there. And of course, EHEX is dragging us down, right? So that 0.0076 there dragging us right down. The ETH looks pretty similar. Let's have a look at my snapshot from the other day. This is probably about 3 days old now, is it? Let's see what day it was on the 20th year. So 3 days old, 4 days, let's say. So we're pretty similar. We've definitely lost about $250,000 of DAI through the bridge. ETH has actually gone up slightly, 15 ETH. USDC was 15.9. We're actually up slightly, about 20,000 on USDC. So it's the DAI there that's this takeover contract. We're going to talk about that later. That's probably siphoned a lot of that out. That 250,000, is it? Yeah, around about $250,000. What else there? We got USD Tether 4,800. Yeah, so 4.8 million. So we're pretty similar. We're just down slightly, about 12K on the USD Tether over the last couple of days, and so it looks like DAI getting hit by the person taking over. Perhaps some of you like calling it exploit, but apparently they actually legitimately took over. I think the P comp, wasn't it? Yeah, P compound. So that's pretty much it on that. All All right, so let's jump away to the Pulsechain chart, and you can see that we did break. If we go to the daily chart here, we did break the 21 moving average, and that was more likely than not that we would go down. And of course, we have. So we've come down all the way to 1390. Remember, our all-time low was only back here on the 31st of December, and that was at 1255. So we're now at 1439, testing this line around 1400. And here we are today. So let's hopefully we can find this bottom, have a higher low here, and we can move back up here and try and push ourselves up. But with the kind of person taking over contract, that's going to be a bit difficult, isn't it? So let me. I think that's it on that one. So let's. That's where we are on the chart. The RSI at the moment is at 41. So technically there's still plenty of room. It could move down. But we do have a bit of a fight going on here at 1400. All right, what else can we say about that? 4 hour. Let's look at the 4 hourly. 4 hourly, we're down at 38 on the RSI. You can see we've been battling a lot around this 1400 range. But with these compound exploits, then it's still with this battle going on at 1400. We've still got more likely than not going down, but not inevitable, right? So just more likely than not. Is my view, my subjective view there. All right, let's jump over to the Pulsechain and have a look at that. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, of course. All right, so let's have a look at the total rankings here. So we've got $10.2 million. So that's good news. That's the highest volume we've seen for some time now. It would be quite a few weeks, I would have thought. And we've got 633,000 transactions, which is outstanding too. So really up towards record levels. But it's a down day. Now, we do have some shining lights there. PumpTires getting the benefit of the news. So we're going to talk about that, I guess, now. Let's do that. So PumpTires is number one. Of course, that's up 33%. It's down 7% in the last 6 hours, but up a little bit in the last hour. Sitting at 32 hundredth of a penny. The market cap there is sitting at 3.2 million. And, of course, that had not been getting much love at all, right? I mean, they've been just going down, right? You can see that was just going down. It also had Coinwell, competing with Coinwell too to some degree with the recent launch. And here we are on the weekly candles, getting a nice little pump there on the weekly. So let's have a look at the daily there. Daily big pump coming in, 175K volume, so real nice, up 32% there, and the RSI pumping from 40 all the way up to 64. So it's still got room to move to the upside. It's at a high of 35 hundredth of a penny right now. So good news there. And the news was from Richard Hart himself, the founder, of course, of Pulsechain and Hex. He says, new features I will be releasing soon, but aren't out just yet. So the fact that the new features I feel will be releasing soon, very careful English there, but aren't out just yet. Number one, PumpTires code that supports trading after graduation. So once a token graduates to PulseX, it's going to support the trading inside the PulseTires. One of the problems with PumpTires is that once you migrate, it moves all the attention away to PulseX and not onto PumpTires, staying on PumpTires. So if you can have it on PumpTires, you're still getting the PulseX impact, but you're all on the PumpTires ecosystem, so it's really good. Number two, add remove liquidity on the same screen. So once again, keeping it on the PumpTires ecosystem, it's going to make people use PumpTires more and make all that mechanism work much better. Keep more value there. Number three, user profile shows token balance and value. So that's cool. So you have your portfolio there as well. Don't need to go somewhere else to look for that. Protocol stats page, it's going to have that too. Now this is what I've talked about on a lot of projects. Some projects do have this, like PDC, for example. They got the protocol stats page, and it's good to have global metrics, particularly for these launch pages. Launch page, we're probably going to see something like that for Coinwell coming up, having what I call global stats, right? Global stats, basically covering all the key totals. How many? If you had 10 tokens launched, how much is the total market cap? How much is the total volume? Things like that. How many users? How many holders? All that sort of stuff. Number five, search in table by user address. So you'll be able to do that as well. Username, type, trade, buy-in, or liquidity. Number six is full transaction history for each coin with full index of coin holders balances. That's really good. So really keeping people on the website. Upgrades from mind block to UI in about a second. So there we go. It's going to be a lot faster, I guess, from that point of view and updating. I hear someone is working on a multi-wallet, gohex.com as well. Now, this is probably nice. So this was really good to get the PumpTires, but actually the news around this multi-wallet, of course, we know Richard's been after a wallet for some time. That was in his roadmap. That is pretty exciting. Now, what do we got at the moment? We got at least the ones that I know of. We got Ramp now, building a full normal wallet. We've got LibertySwap building a normal/privacy wallet, so a hybrid wallet. And now it looks like we also got this multi-wallet as well, potentially Richard Hart here. How does that play in the ProveX? How does it play into the Richard Hart cause? Is there going to be any sacrifice for the Richard Hart cause? Because you could launch a lot of certain things at the same time, and it would be hyper bullish because you'd bring in demand and also do supply syncs at the same time. That kind of seems like the best setup. And then you could even sprinkle a little bit of magic carpet ride on it too. Who knows? So it's getting exciting, guys. And of course, Pulsechain needs more wallets. Now, obviously, Internet Money has done amazing. They're now obviously scaled up to use across other chains as well with the recent upgrades. But it's a pretty big deal here. In fact, we might go check Internet Money for their update as well. Probably should have put that on the title of the show today too. That is pretty cool. I'm still here doing the right things. Lots of people are gone or worse, doing the wrong things. I persist. So he's just keep reiterating that he is here, even though the market's down. It is a buyer's market, but he is here building out. So if you hold the course, if you pick up by the low, and we're in the lows, you sell high. And if you hold the course, you just never know, do you? You just never know. I don't really see too much changing there. Just timing is just taking a lot longer than people would thought. And so you just got to survive until that time, right? Survive. In crypto, typically, it's just a few months at least that things really take off. And we did know that Richard's dev said something very interesting about not just having a Pulsechain season, which Richard said, I'm more interested in Pulsechain season than altcoin season. And we've seen a lot of actions from him since then, a lot of messaging since then. But we also had Bretep say something pretty interesting about imagine if we had a sustained Pulsechain season. Now that's pretty exciting to me. And so maybe it won't just be a couple of months. Maybe it will be quite an aggressive, sustained upward trend. So at least, obviously things come down to retest, but it could be pretty exciting. So that is it with PumpTires. Sean O'Malley says, I bought more. I bought more bottoms than I can remember, says Sean. Indeed. Was the DCA, right? DCA, Sean. DCA for the one. So that is big news from Richard. Pretty exciting, right? Pretty exciting. We got pretty exciting. LibertySwap kicked into there too with additional resources. We plan to build Flashbot style private order flow infrastructure for PumpTires. So there'll be Flashbot style private order flow infrastructure that'll be popular. Pulsex traders designed to mitigate front-running sandwich attacks and other forms of MEV. Now, obviously, we know PumpTires gets a lot of bot activity. Many traders are discouraged because MEV bots extract value from their trades. And then some people actually try to play against the MEV bots and things. So that's kind of interesting. So that is the big news. And we've got PumpTires there moving up as we speak a little bit, up 36%, the leader of the day. So that is kind of the big stuff there. We've got the sacrifice token here from the one that's supported by B-Roots and Ian Einish, the number one token, because they get a nice little cut. That's up 17% today. We've got, let's have a look at that chart, actually. I'm not really a big fan, so, but let's have a look on that. That's, it's not too bad, is it? Holding up. That's on the weekly chart, by the way. So that's sitting at 5 zeros, 12.44. Getting a lift probably from the PumpTires. Anything Richard does, it's going to lift any token that's around ProveX or something. Probably get a bit of a lift. X Game making a bit of a pump today, or a minor pump, 8% from Firewhale, who is focused on his real world businesses, and he said he's going to be back. But of course, that doesn't stop him from trying to move things a little bit. So we're at 0008740 now on the old X Game. All right, so most wanted, one of the top PumpTires, is up 4.48%. So probably getting a bit of a lift there from the upgrades that are coming. Not that it's really directly tied to this, but generally people are going to be able to see it on the portfolio page on PumpTires with all the global stats and everything. So we're at 5,400th of a penny right now for most wanted there. the top meme coins there on Pulsechain. Firewall also up a little bit with X Game up 3%. Sava, I should say, has been doing pretty well the last couple of days, up 2.6%. Let's have a quick look at that token as well. We didn't really look at it yesterday, and that is doing pretty well. Look at that. Woo. So that's the weekly candle, by the way. So the daily candles, that's the daily. And let's do yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's doing well. It's doing well on the old Sava there. What else have we got? So that's it. We've only got 8 coins in the top 100 trending, guys, that are green. And everything else is in the red. Now, obviously, anything that's beating Pulse is doing well. Anything that's up ahead of Pulse, but everything's pretty much down right now. The worst one's getting hits today. Let's see what's down the most. Liquid Loans, which was our leader yesterday, is down 26% today. And then Staked ETH is also down 26%. Dominance OG WebChef down 25%. And Reserve Day from the James Maria, as well as a Tropa there, down 20% also. So it's been a big smash bang for these ones. Some of our key players. So look at Liquid Loans. So look at this token. Bam. Yeah, it was having a good rally, wasn't it? Like a couple of days. This is the weekly candles, right? So it had 2 good weeks. Then it's had 2 retrace there at 6 zeros, 3,700. Staked ETH. That got market pumped as well. Just a bit of profit taking on there at the moment, just dropping below 1 cent. And a dominance there from OG WebChef is also down a bit there after having quite a few weeks. 5 good weeks in a row, green, and then down the last week here on the news. So there we are. That is some of the worst performance. That's pretty much it. We're not going to go through all the tokens today, but that is down day opportunity, right? Opportunity. All right, we're going to have a little break here. And don't forget to get in the chat there as well. If you haven't reposted it on X, hit the repost button. Get out there as well. Let's jump over to the updates. Just going to make sure I've got everything here. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Don't know where I've got that from, but we're going to talk about that. Have I already got this one? I think I have. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about that. So I think I've got everything. Yeah. All right, so let's kick it off into gear, and we're going to start off with some of what I got in the video, exploits and takeovers. So let's talk about this. So we've got Pulsechain Stats, our latest big information site that we have. They've got current exploit on Pulsechain. They call it exploit, so you can decide. But the wallet that received tokens after their AMM fixer bot, so this is right back at the beginning of Pulsechain. Pulsechain was launched on the 13th of May 2023, so it's in the first couple of days. We had the AMM fixer bot there. And of course, the wallet that received tokens after the AMM fixer bot harvested the pairs on Pulsechain and redeployed liquidity has just removed its Pulse Wrap Bitcoin, so the copies on Pulsechain of Wrap Bitcoin and Pulse liquidity. So it was the drama there. It's showing a few receipts. And then this came after the latest exploit on the network where a user was able to take control of the PComp protocol with the new admin who took control that gave permission for the address. So all in coordination there. Now, I don't know whether it says down here whether they legitimately took over the protocol or there was an exploit. There's 2 different things. So yeah, we got the address there to withdraw unlimited wrap Bitcoin. So that would definitely be if you could take it over and then exploit it, there'd be a takeover and exploit in the sense of unlimited wrap Bitcoin and other P-copy tokens from the protocol. Permission for the address to withdraw unlimited wrap Bitcoin. So that's a disaster for that, right? For wrap Bitcoin. Now, wrap Bitcoin at the moment, the price is at $224. Had a bit of a down day. What is the 15-minute chart, I should say? So it had a big sell-off event back here earlier today. So what's that, about 10 hours ago? And had this big sell-off event there. So it was up at around $268. So it's quite a decrease there, but still seems to be holding. But is it going to bleed out here? Is it going to bleed out? Whenever someone's got a lot of tokens, the only way they can sell them and take extraction is if there's liquidity in there, right? Otherwise, you can close them off if all the liquidity is gone. But that's kind of the plan. Wallets, these couple of wallets here. were sent Pulse Wrap Bitcoin and other tokens extracted from the protocol. These wallets have since been selling and bridging out. So we did notice that today, the last 4 days, probably most of it today, we had the DAI going out. So selling down, and of course the Pulsechain's down rather heavy relative to where it probably should be. So yeah, it could be the explanation here. These wallets still have 5,800 wrap Bitcoin at the time of writing. I haven't updated, checked this at all. So you can follow that up. I will post the link to this. So that's worth $1.3 million. So that would be terrible to see all that gets sold if it does. 3.71 PComp, $500,000, and 11.4 billion from the exploit. And obviously subject to liquidity, right? The exploiter has already bridged out $100,000 in DAI. So we did see that on the bridge numbers. And has another 21,000 DAI in their wallet. So I don't know whether they've from selling. So I don't know whether they've bridged it out. I have not looked at the wallets, but I will post this. You can have a look yourself. Interesting enough, a week prior to the exploit, the usual suspects began a PComp narrative, and of course we covered that briefly on the show here, just to say that was in play. Of course, on X, getting people to buy the exploited token, which then led to another value extraction from our chain. So we do have these contracts. So these are the same narratives we've seen around the last set of exploits prior. So we get a lot of FOMO into that. It's always back to PDI. PDI is trapping a lot of people into that narrative and never delivering, right? Always close, but never delivering. Many people want to blame the founder and the devs of the chain, but reality is if people stop buying P-copy tokens with admin keys, DAOs, governance, admin functions, etc., they would stop getting exploited and giving money to scammers. Stop believing what everyone says. Stop believing the hype. Stop buying admin function tokens. So far, these wallets have been freshly funded, but history shows these exploiters slip up eventually. Now, the one thing we'll say about that is that you need to that we have got good alternatives. That's why I keep talking about having a good investable tokens. We have getting better and better ones like what LibertySwap is building out, and Fast Abdul, Triple Dad, and lots of other developers, Kairos, many others out there that are giving us a lot better alternatives than some of these P copies. Often that didn't get supported coming over when they got copied over, things like that. So we're always going to lose a few good men, as it were, when you copy something over, right? No one expected it to be 100% up and running, and unfortunately, some of the big contracts are some of the issues, right? So just take note of that. You can avoid all of it and still have a great chain, right? Still have a great chain. What else there? So we had a few comments in here as well. Someone here says blame the broken contracts, not the people who use them. Getting a bit of that. Technically, they're working as design, man. The guy got a hold of enough governance tokens to take control of the protocol, hence he was able to exploit it. So the takeover and then the exploit. If people stop believing narratives built around people scamming and buying things that were forked, that have admin keys, problem solved, nothing to exploit because there's no money tied in them. Yeah, so I'm not really in the camp where we expected 100% perfect copying over, and obviously some of the big contracts have had issues around DAOs and lending and the stable oracles and stablecoin side of things. So they are pretty high risk. All right, so let's see how we go. So that is the update there. Let me post it in the chat there in case you guys want to follow up on that. I just wanted to briefly bring it to your attention, but that is kind of it, and probably explain some of the selling going on with, probably a big chunk of it with the old Pulsechain, the old DAI. So that is the link there. All right, so nice work there from Pulsechain Stats. Now, Crypto Solve is another person that does a lot of analysis as well on stuff. I haven't checked his work if he's done anything on this today, but that kind of gives you a bit of an idea. And the wrap Bitcoin right now $223 per wrap Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens to that in time. I'm just looking at liquidity currently 915k liquidity in the main pair here. All right, let's jump over to True2x. Now, True2x, of course, is an umbrella brand. True DeFi is an umbrella brand, and their first product that they launched was True2x, which is a miner to do 2x in your Pulse. Neil Fatishia, well recognized, respected community member, is one of the team leaders there. He gives us updates on this, so we're going to read out his update here. It's day 33, and we do like having the days on there, as I always say. Total Pulse deposits are now 266 billion Pulse. That includes from all sources, not just the amount of Pulse that was put in the through miners, through the auction, I should say, and not TVL, total value locked, which is kind of what that's saying. Total value deposit 3.82 million altogether, based on those numbers, those total cumulative numbers. And then a total miners 18,640. Total Pulse distributed today 1.52 billion, but just under $21,700. So that's ticking away there. The 14% of the Pulse that does go into True2X goes into an investment pool called the SRE, and that then goes out and starts kind of, I always call it institutional investing, but it's obviously not on that regulatory level. But it goes out and invests in projects. Of course, the first project that's really taken a big position in is Emmett Farms and the sequence-side staking, which you earn EDI from 4% of the reflection taxes on volume and transfers. So they've got 26.3% of that pool, which is probably a pretty good position to have. I don't know how high they really want to go with that. I probably would suggest probably not going more than a third of the pool. I think still 26 is probably, a quarter of the pool is probably quite decent, and they probably will, should be looking for a few other blue chips. Of course, you're trying to get that high yield, right? So the high yield. So we'll see. But they've got their second product coming down the line, which is going to be another farm of Pulsechain. So if we've got about half a dozen farms, there's another one coming called True Farm, and that's got to get pretty close to the launch soon. I haven't managed to be able to get updated with that. And there's got a lot of things going on, as you can tell by my disheveled look. But that is coming up. So keep up the good work there from Neil. In fact, let's quickly check Neil and see if he's got any updates about that. We got the live show there. Appreciate that, Neil. Thank you very much. In fact, I think I saw Neil in the chat here. Was he? No, we had Frank White in there. But Neil, thanks for that repost. What else? We've got W Pulse. Trying to see here. I don't see anything particular right now. Now, I do know that getting in the auction right now is pretty friendly, if I remember rightly. You get lots of shares, and that would speed up your 2x Pulse, I believe. So once again, go check out with the team. So that is True DeFi, and with their True 2x miner and Pulse, and of course True Farms coming with collab with Kara. So it's going to be really exciting to see that play out, and could really feed that Pulse into the old system there. Let's jump over to LibertySwap. Now, LibertySwap, of course, I call it the Kraken now. I don't know, because it's just so damn big, right? It's doing so much stuff, and it's so good, right? So, what's the biggest kind of? We always like, talking about portfolio size with fishes. So why not LibertySwap Kraken, Kraken there. The Railgun team has successfully executed a live private swap by routers today. By the way, in fact, how long ago was that? 6 o'clock. So. 5 hours ago. So the Rail team has successfully executed a live private swap by routing funds from a Railgun integrated wallet to the CowSwap front end, settling directly a Toggle Polygon POS or proof of stake mainnet. The entire transaction was executed privately end to end. So amazing stuff. We're seeing this from Railgun. Now we got it on Pulsechain with the LibertySwap. The same capability is being brought to Pulsechain with LibertyX users. So LibertyX, when it launches coming up, users will be able to swap directly from their Railgun balance on Pulsechain, meaning all trades are private by default. So really groundbreaking stuff here. Fees are governed by the ZKX DAO and are set by the ZKX token holders through on-chain governance. Now we understand the majority of those tokens are going to be airdropped to the Peacock holders, so another value driver for Peacock. If there wasn't enough in the future roadmap, they've just got an airdrop as well. It'll be interesting to see the dichotomy between these token values, but certainly pretty exciting there. And of course, Peacock should technically be held up by all the other things that LibertySwap are doing, and of course the Pulsechain rallies as well. So lots of cool things there. And of course, the CoinMarketCap listing, if they get that switch from volume to market cap, it's really game on, guys. It really is. Fees are governed by that. So in the next phase, users holding Railgun balances, so just think of Railgun as privacy balances on any supported blockchain, will be able to trade across ecosystems seamlessly. So think about, we've got a multi-chain future. These guys are making it private so that people can't, be so nosy. And they're also allowing you to access liquidity across different chains Do it privately, buy and sell, and borrow and lend. So you see what I'm saying? It's quite the frontier of DeFi. It really is a beautiful thing. So the next phase uses holding railgun balances. Any supported blockchain will be able to trade across ecosystems seamlessly. This is not just EVM chains, but SVM chains as well. For example, swapping on LibertyX on Pulsechain, Jupiter on Solana, CowSwap on Ethereum, or PancakeSwap on BNB, all directly from a shielded railgun balance as soon as full routing is enabled. Get excited. Get excited. That's all I can say. So I've reposted that today. Very hopeful and optimistic, says LibertySwap. Pulsechain is our home. Yeah. Pretty exciting there. So lots of cool stuff happening on that front. People already asking about the airdrop token, of course, as you know, is crypto. Okay, this is new. Finally, we have something fresh, says Bapter. Always have. LibertyX is coming. Liberty Lend is coming. ZKX Wallet is coming. There's this hybrid wallet, one of the 3 wallets at least that we're aware of coming. And Pulsechain needs a good half a dozen, right? We've got maybe half a dozen. So this year is going to be wild, says LibertySwap. It's going to be wild indeed. So that is a big update there from LibertySwap today. I'm not sure if they've had anything else since we last checked, but they're obviously posting a lot. So we've got lots of cool stuff here from LibertySwap. I'm not going to go through all these things today. I think that was the main one I wanted to go through. We'll just have a quick check to see if nothing else is there. They hit 14,000 followers on social media on the account. So congratulations, LibertySwap, for that. It's pretty exciting. So LibertySwap there just keep continuing to build an absolute frontier, intent-based system, right? So intent meaning that you ask it to do something, and they go out to the world and they make it happen. In other words, if you want to buy something, they go find you the best deal, maybe on another chain, and they make it happen for you. So it's pretty powerful stuff, guys. Man, this is getting really advanced in your crypto. So that's kind of cool. Now, this is a little different. We've got Elite Team 6 now. I haven't done any due diligence on this or anything, so just take this as a note there. I don't know much more about it other than that. I just wanted to quickly rose it. Elite Team 6, so I don't know whether it's legit or anything or whatever. I thought we were pretty covered, but they've talked about they just built a flash loan resistance price oracle for Pulsechain. It will run forever with 0 maintenance costs. So if you're a dev out there, maybe faster door somebody, let us know your thoughts on that. Apparently they said cost to build $10 in gas in my brain. Says Chainlink's equivalent $400,000 a year and a team of 20 people. And then he's got the method of how he did. So if this is real, then it looks like we may have another oracle, at least for the Richard Hart cause. It's got a whole thread here on that. So interesting stuff. So if you're a dev out there and you're able to check the code or whatever else he's done here, go check it out. But it is definitely, he's got a big thread about it and a nice rationale. But once again, let us know. I just thought it would be something to mention. Obviously, we're after oracles on Pulsechain. And that was that. So yeah, that is from Elite_Team 6. And that came out today, only about an hour and 30 minutes ago. So 90 minutes ago, hot off the press. Is it real? It looks real, but is it real? That's the thing, right? All right, so that is pretty much it. Now we're just looking at the background there. Old Glory, OGT, gives percentage of charity through Real Impact. Inventor of Sundai, the first truly anonymous stable asset. Privex privacy exchange token. So yeah, that is that small player there, but apparently done something big. So we'll see. All right. Does that have any edge cases or attack vectors? I don't know. All this sort of stuff that coders might ask. But that is from Elite_Team 6. All right. Let's jump over to CoinMafia. CoinMafia there from Rack and Michelle, of course, our latest project to launch on the Pulsechain and multi-chain. They said, we're pleased to announce that Mafia token has been officially submitted to CoinGecko for listing. And of course, you can view the pool on Gecko terminal. So CoinGecko listing there. Mafia Genesis name and first token from CoinMafia, 900 million burn tokens, only 10% supply remains. So obviously it's only the 10% we're really caring about there. But that's a step in the right direction, right? Step in the right direction there from a CoinMafia. We got Pesky in there. Hey, Pesky. Mafia leads the way to the next stage of gamifying crypto. Come join the family. Indeed, there we go. So that is a marathon, not a sprint. Remember that? It is a marathon, not a sprint for when you got 375. And of course, also reflection tokens coming. And the tie-ins to the DeFi ecosystem, Coinwell, will be a major foundational upside there. We've got Aaron in house there. Do you think it's worth while buying teddy bear? Let me go to this change view here. Do you think it's worthwhile buying teddy bear on Pulse? Hey, look, I mean, teddy bear seems to have been performing pretty well. Let's pull up the chart, shall we? Let's do that. How's time going? Pretty good. Let's pull up the peacock, not peacock, what do we say? The teddy bear. I want to do a show on James and Maria, right? So I want to do a show on that. So I just got a lot on at the moment, and I have mentioned that I'd have a lot on for about 6 weeks. Not really changed. So it might be in February I do that show, probably early February, something like that. Teddy bear. Let's bring that up. Got to have your teddy bears. All right, let's bring that chat up. Took me a while. Oh, we got it. We got it there, guys. So that's the teddy bear, and it looks kind of rough. Obviously, Pulsechain's down. Let's have a look at the pulse ratio. That's really what counts, and that is rough too. But it has consolidated. So is it a good buy? Well, obviously you have to do your own due diligence. It's not financial advice. But it has consolidated around this range for about 2 months. It's probably a reasonable buy. And it is kind of a general reflection, if I recall, from Jane Maria himself, a reflection of how well his ecosystem's going, kind of thing. But that's not necessarily holds up, right? And it's a meme coin. But it does be holding at around 12. So there we go. Virtually no volume today on it. 22K liquidity in the main pair. There are other pairs, and the market cap 173K. So pretty small there. You're taking a bit of a punt. Other question you have to ask yourself: are there better plays? Are there better plays as well? So my view is kind of like a maybe. Let's have a look at the RSI. Let's see if that gives a little bit of blue clues. You can add some moving averages as well. And we'll have a little look at the RSI. There are big holders of this token. Remember that. So big holders. I can't remember how much James Maria holds. You'd have to go check the contract and see. But the RSI is pretty low, down at 27 on the weekly. So it's buy low. It's down here at 42. Could go lower, but it's kind of holding at 12 right now. What's the lower there? Let's go to the. It looks like it's been down at around 11 a quarter. So it seems fairly robust. Had a bit of a lift. Got the 13 at the 12th of January. Had a nice little rally in the year. Just all tapering off right now. So you might want to hold off just a little bit. Once again, maybe it comes back down to 11.5 or something. But it's not a bad range to start accumulating. But once again, other better bets. All right, so that's kind of it. So maybe, marginally maybe at this stage. Obviously buying low, and if it does take off, normally does very well. Super Snakes in the house says, hey, Superman, would you DCA and P-wrap Bitcoin at these prices? No, I would not. No, I wouldn't. No. There are other better opportunities, I would say, too, Super Snake. That's the thing. Other better opportunities, then yeah, I'd go for those for a lot. I'd go for anything that's got no exploit or takeover or anything like any risk like that. So yeah, not asking for financial advice. So no is the answer. There are better alternatives, like I say. Just buy beer, the OG meme. It says Superman. That's pretty funny. Thanks for the super sticker there, Aaron. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so we've added a new feature on the show called Jules or something. YouTube's got this Jules thing out the other day, but I don't know. No one's mentioned it or anything. But let us know if that's showing up on your computer there. And yes, I will have a shave by tomorrow's show because it looks terrible. I've got that was it a noon shadow or what do they call it? So that is the old teddy bear. Hey, look, there'll be a lot of opportunities on Pulsechain right now with the market down, so you got to pick off the right ones. That would probably be a show in itself doing that, which I haven't really gone too much in today. So yeah, that is that. Now I want to go to check out one more thing. How we're doing for time? We're up to 54 minutes, so we're doing well. I just want to check out one more thing, so we've got an update about that. Let's have a look. I have started the show, early today. Was it about half an hour earlier than I have been recently? But I'll get more stable time in February once things settle down here. I was going to go look at the Internet Money browser, wasn't I? I was going to do that. We don't seem to have any update for Vault 369, so obviously Fast Abdul just waiting for things to settle and turn around. The testing was code was done, testing was done, I believe, or testing has been done, and they're probably just waiting for the market to turn up, right? Get market sentiment there. Yeah, what else? I think we're going to go to Internet Money. That was what we're going to do. So I got one thing for Internet Money. Let me bring up Internet Money itself. They had a big announcement, didn't they? Internet Money. Yeah, I should have had this preset up, but hey, this is the way it is. This is the way it is. Right. Let's see if we got any announcement there. January 22nd. Well, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so let's go to that. All right. Let's get into this. So this is Internet Money, probably our main wallet, I would argue, on the old Pulsechain for sure. Got most support, and they've done some major upgrades lately. So let's get into it. All right. Brother KG is the CEO, I guess you call it. CEO. Hey, we got Conspiracy Crypto in the house. What's up, family? What's up? Good to see you. So, Internet Money, by popular demand, our swap technology is now live. Woohoo! Outside of the Internet Money. Now, I should have had this on the title of the video, so sorry, but there is only limited room as well. Users of any wallet can now utilize our one-of-a-kind swap decentralized app on Ethereum-based Pulsechain, BNB Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche, and Arbitrum there. Arbitrum. So users of any wallet. So it's any wallet can now utilize that. I guess they're talking to the devs, I guess, aren't they? Or I guess they just can connect into it, maybe. I don't know. Some special features include higher yield swaps than going directly to a single DEX, extremely fast quoting finder under 2 seconds, auto tax detection and calculations for tax tokens, very important for tax communities. No slippage input required. That's really useful, isn't it? It can be a pain in the ass sometimes having the tax token thing. Generate quotes without your wallet being connected. Very nice. If you are a time holder on any of the supported chains, you just unlocked another stream of revenue. Well done. I mean, that's really good, isn't it? Note the D app is in beta. Any bugs you find or features requested, please know. We will continue to rebuild over time. Now we do have brother KG there on the video. We might play a little bit of this, but I don't know. We'll play the whole lot. I have to disconnect for that though. So maybe we'll just leave that, and you guys can go watch the video. I will post the link to this in the chat there. So it's Internet Money, and bam, that is the link there. So you can watch the video. 8 minutes long. It's not too bad. And that's the link. So bam, there we go. So congratulations there. Very cool. So they got a YouTube video on that, swap there as well. Brazology, a truly special asset time. So everyone's excited that. Heartwood Dog, congratulations. Don Ventura, best there as well. So lots of cool, nice things there. We've got Frank White as well. Lots of cool stuff happening there. Now, Fast Abdul covered it as well. Of course, he's bringing us Vault 369. He says the new Internet Money in-browser swap. So an in-browser, so in the browser there, is on fire. I think that means a good thing. I add the word on, I guess. Is fire. It routes through hidden DEX liquidity, like Balancer, like Shiba Swap, and Sushi Swap there. Perfect for hunting exotic tokens and sniffing out juicy arbs or arbitrage jam. And he's got a swap there going on, DAI and Hex, and he's got all the different pools that it's going to try and DEX aggregate. And it's got the best one there, Batias on this occasion, which is a DEX aggregator itself. It's got 9mm, a DEX, V3 DEX, PulseX, PX, the Balancer, 9-inch there as well, Arve fork. So it's got everything there, and kind of cool. Well done. Someone said $100 there. Joshua Wu says $100 or 50,000 X. What the? Yeah. Well, at the moment, you can pick up mad volumes right now because whales are distributing them to you. So that's another way of thinking about when markets are down and there's lots of the assets in the pool, is that a whale has given them their tokens, or a big part of the community has given them your tokens, so you can go buy them up. So very cool on that. That is from Fast Abdul. So that is probably going to wrap up the show. We're up to an hour. Not bad. So quite a day for shows. What do we highlight? We highlighted a PumpTires upgrade from Richard Hart, looking good, keep people on the platform, and that should add more turnover, and that's kind of cool. We'll capture more value in there too. LibertySwap, they're just pushing the frontier. I mean, we're talking about the ultimate private ecosystem, being able to swap, move across bridges, borrow and lend and buy up assets, and all sticks aggregation, the aggregator of aggregator wallet coming. I mean, these guys are building the Kraken on Pulsechain, and Pulsechain needs it, doesn't it? It needs something like that. So very cool. And much of those things are in Richard's vision. The other thing from the PumpTires upgrade was Richard was talking about a multi-chain wallet there too. So maybe that's the Richard wallet that's coming. And then, of course, we did talk about the unfortunate, issues around exploits and takeovers. PComp is the latest one there, and of course, the PDI narrative is sucking a few people into things. I try to keep my mind about PDI because they just need a method for trying to create value with it. But so far, they've all been dog's breakfast, right? They've all kind of failed. That includes, unfortunately, Better Bank and other things as well. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. CoinMafia rolling out, just expanding the thing. That's a marathon. I keep saying it's a marathon, not a sprint with that. And then, of course, the new Oracle as well, from somebody there. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's see what the devs think about it. Most Army in house there says, great show. Yeti launching soon. There says Most Army. I appreciate that. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. We're streaming on 3 YouTube channels, Pulsechain, X, Superman Crypto, and the Crypto Night Show. And of course, if you haven't followed on the X account, smash the follow. We must be getting pretty close to 1,500 followers. You guys know I've had to rebuild. My old channel was unfairly taken down. But we're heading towards 1,500. When you've been much higher, I think I was at 6,500. I'll probably be at 12,000, 13,000 by now. Because once you get bigger and bigger. If you get know what I mean. But 1,461, and heading to 1,500. Once you go through different levels, you do kind of tend to grow fast if you're consistent with content. You do tend to grow much faster as you go up. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And, of course, the largest channel in the Pulsechain community doing daily shows with a few days off here and there as it goes. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, everybody. And I will catch you again tomorrow. And the DCA for the win. DCA for the win there. Mad volumes right now. Mad volumes on some of these tokens. Obviously, it's pretty crazy times. All right. Take care. It's good to see Richard showing leadership, though, isn't it? And LibertySwap showing leadership. KG from Internet Money showing leadership. So we got some good stuff, guys. We got some good stories happening on the Pulsechain. All right, take care. Bye for now.